All right, you're welcome to this video. So in this video now we are going to be talking about how to design our hardcover book design. Okay, so don't forget that we have designed our book cover. Okay, we have designed that of the ebook, we have designed that of the paperback, and now we are trying to design that of the hardcover. Okay, but when it comes to hardcover creation now, you must have at least 76 pages of a book before you can be able to create a hardcover for your book. So you see this particular book now have 86 pages, so we can be able to create hardcover for that particular book. So if you are having a book that is having less than 76 pages, now you cannot be able to create a hardcover for it. Okay, so make sure that if you want to create a hardcover, let it be a high rich content of your book. Let your content have so much pages, up to 72 pages. Okay, so that is to say you are going to generate a lot of content for that particular book. So now having 86 pages, we can be able to what to create a hardcover. But anything less than 76, you cannot be able to create hardcover. It is from 76 pages and above. Okay, so now let's go back to our browser. So now we are creating the hardcover now. So now let's go back to the cover calculator. Let me just go back. Let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so now you can still come and type the Amazon KDP cover calculator. So you click on this particular link like we have done in the previous video. So now this is what you need to do. This binding type, you click on it, then you select hardcover instead of paperback. Now you come to the interior type, you select the black and white. Okay, now you come to the paper type. Now let's use the white paper. Okay, so now let's come to page direction, left to right. Okay, now measurement in unit of inches. Okay, so now let's come and use this 6 by 9. Okay, so now this page count is going to be what? 86. That is the number of pages of our book. Okay, now let's click on calculate dimension. Let's click on calculate dimension. So now we have the dimension of our book, but don't forget we are also going to download the templates. Okay, let's click on downloads and let's download the template of this book. So now since we have our book dimension, okay, 13.957 by 10.417, that is for the hardcover. So don't forget I said whatsoever you are doing, ensure you are using Canva Pro, as this is going to reduce a lot of stress for you. Okay, so now ensure that you are using Canva Pro for your own book design. Okay, so now let me just refresh my Canva so that I can be able to make a copy of the recent paperback I just created. So I can be able to create the hardcover from the recent paperback that we recently created. Okay, so now this is the paperback that we have just created. So I can come here and click on these three dots. Now click on it and then click on make a copy. Click on make a copy. Now we have a copy of that. Okay, so now this is the copy. Now let me click on it. Let me just open it. Just click on it and then open it. So let me just change the name for me to be able to identify. Okay, so now let me remove this copy off. Now this is yoga. Let me say hardcover. Hardcover. Okay, say hardcover. Okay, so now this is the hardcover for the book. Okay, but this one is the paperback that we just recently created. Okay, now what we are going to do is that I'm going to resize this particular one to the hardcover size. Okay, so you cannot be able to do that if you are using the free Canva. It is advisable that you use the premium Canva for this particular business. Okay, it is very, very important, and this is going to help you along the way creating quality book cover. Okay, because there are a lot of things that are just peculiar to only the Canva Pro, which I will advise you to also pay attention to that and also use them along the way when creating your own book cover. So now let's come here and click on this resize. Okay, so I'm just trying to resize that. So don't forget I have made a copy of it already, so I'm using the copy. So now let's change this one to the updated size that we have. We said we have what? The width is 13.957. Let's copy it. Let me copy it. Okay, so now let me come here and paste. So now the second one is what? The second one is 10.417. Let me just copy it. 10.417. Let me just copy it. Don't forget, this place should be in IN, that is in inches. Okay, so once I am done, I will come here and just click on what? Resize. Okay, so click on resize. So now this one is resized, design resized successfully. Now this one has been resized to our own size of the hardcover that we just gotten from this. But we are going to import the template to see that everything is intact, is within the box, so that we can be able to use it on Amazon. If not, you cannot be able to use it if this thing is not within the cover that we have just downloaded. Okay, so now let me just go to my downloads. Let me just go to my downloads and let's see. Okay, so now let's go to my downloads and let me extract this. Okay, now this is it. So now let me just extract it. Let me just extract it. Extract. Okay, so that I can be able to what? I can be able to this is what? This is the templates now that we are going to use for the hardcover. You are going to see it. Okay, now this is the template now. Okay, so now let me just close it and import it on the Canva website. Okay, so once I'm here, now I don't know if this thing is on the perfect shape or on the perfect size of the hardcover. Now for me to be able to do that, I must have to import the template. Now let me just go to uploads. Now let's click on the uploads. Okay, now let me go to where the file is. Okay, then this is the one, this is the image. Let me just import it and let me show you how it works. Okay, so now once it is here, once you finish uploading, now just click on it. Okay, now click on it. So it is here already. So now once it is here, the next thing we are going to do is what? Is first of all, before doing that, now let me just make sure that I have what? That I have grouped everything. Let me just group everything so that it will not scatter. Okay, so I will just import this. Now let me just import it. Okay, let's just import everything and let me drag it and fill it up. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is just to click on this transparency. Now let me reduce the transparency so that I can be able to see everything. Let me reduce the transparency, as you can see. Okay, let me just zoom it a bit. Let me just zoom it a bit. Okay, so that you can be able to see exactly what we are doing here. Okay, so all right, so here it is. So now you see this one is not on the proper dimension, so it has crossed the line, and also this one also is also coming to this particular line, and also this particular stuff is not within the box. So now that is what we are going to be working on. So now first of all, let me just right click on this. Let me come to this layer and let me just send it to back. That is the template. Okay, so now everything that is here now, let me just highlight it and let me ungroup it so that I can be able to edit. So now let me click on group. Okay, so now I have ungroup it. So now the next thing is just to start adjusting this thing to fit in inside this particular box, so it is not going to cross this borderline. Okay, so now the first thing I need to do is just let me reduce this weight loss. Let me reduce it, let it be within the range. Okay, as you can see. Okay, this chair, this one is within the range already. I don't have any problem with that. Let me just adjust it small to the other sides. Okay, okay, so this yoga, okay, is okay. So now this transformative now is going above, so I will just have to take it down. Let me just take it down. Okay, this weight loss, let me just do some little adjustment. Let me take the weight loss down. This 4, let it come down too. Okay, this yoga, let me take it down a bit, and this chair also, let me just take it down a bit. Okay, so now so that this transformative should come, so also come down. So now we have this particular one. So now this one, now let me just resize it also so that it will be within the box. Okay, so let me just adjust the text. Let me adjust the text and let me adjust it from this side. Okay, okay, so as you can see now, make sure that everything is within this particular box. Okay, everything is within this particular box. So now the next thing to do is what? Let me try adjusting this particular image. Okay, so that this particular author's name should also come inside the box. Okay, so I think everything is perfect here. So now the remaining one is this particular text. Let me also adjust it. Okay, let me just do some little adjustment to that. You can see. Okay, but it is coming to this particular yellow box, which I don't want it to cover the barcode. So let me just reduce the size. Okay, so now let me just take it down. Let me just take it down a bit. Let me take it down a bit. And also this about the auto, it has crossed the line. So let me just take it down. So now everything now is intact for this particular book cover. You see, everything is now within this box. So if we are going to upload it on Amazon, we are not going to have any problem with Amazon concerning the size of our own book cover. Okay, so now that is that for the hardcover. Make sure you are using the Canva Pro. It's going to save you a lot of stress, and I've laid emphasis on the importance of using it. So that is that for this video. So thank you, and then see you in the next video.